Hi, I'm Isaac and welcome to Wanderers 2040. Today I'm joined here by a very special guest in James Hooper. Welcome, James.
Thanks for having me, Isaac.
So, when you were a young kid, did you play rugby league?
Yeah, I did, Isaac. We used to love playing in the schoolyard at NRL Public. And then a lot of the time when we go to Leichhardt Oval to watch the old Balmain Tigers, Blocker, Benny, Wayne Pearce, Ciro, all those sorts of players, we'd play out the back on the Wayne Pearce Hill. Great fun.
So, when you were a young kid, did you have a favourite player growing up?
Look, I had a few. I loved Blocker Roach, Benny Elias, Wayne Pearce, Gary Jack, then Tim Brasher came along. It was hard to split them, and as I got older, I must say I had a real soft spot for Andrew Johns.
Everyone has. So, how did you become a journalist?
Well, my old man was a journo, and so I'd grown up surrounded by the media and big personalities in the industry. Got an insight into it that way. I didn't go that well at school, so when I finished school I went out, I got a job in a pub, caught kegs in the cellar, poured beers behind the bar, and then ended up also being a removalist for about 18 months. Figured out I didn't want to do that for the rest of my life, so I went back and did a little bit of further study. Off the back of that, got work experience at the Daily Telegraph newspaper, parlayed that into getting coffees, delivering faxes, and dropping off letters and whatnot to some of the other journalists in the building. And then off the back of that, I got something called a cadetship, which is like an apprenticeship. And I had to do that for 3 years at the Daily Telegraph.
So, what's the hardest part about your job?
Well, Isaac, you've got to be prepared to ask hard questions of people, coaches, players, officials in the game. Then you also got to be prepared that you're going to have to front up, look them in the eye, and at times they won't always agree with what you've written, and they'll let you know exactly what they think.
How long have you been involved with the Wanderers family for?
This is my 3rd year. My son plays in the under 8s at the moment, and he started off in the under 6s, loves it. A heap of kids from his school, Annandale Public, they're all part of the club. It's a great joint. Love Barney and love everybody involved at the Red and Black Wanderers.
Well, that's what happens when you play for the Wanderers, am I right? Now, thank you very much for coming on today.
Pleasure, mate. Thank you for having me.
I'm Isaac, signing off from Wanderers 2040.